In this video, I show you two easy methods to install the mud base for your shower floor. Start to finish, the entire process. Okay, so installing a base, a shower floor base. This floor is pretty much way out of whack. It's uneven. Well, it's not too bad actually. But there's ups and downs. Like you can see there's ups and downs over here. So when I install my mud over this, I can take care of all that with my mud. So what do I need to install a mud base here? Usually I will use tar paper, but I have no tar paper left, so I'm just going to use a plastic bag. Then you need diamond lath. This is galvanized diamond lath. You can get this at the box store. And then obviously the mud to create the slope to the drain. So I'm going to be doing about 2 inches deep around the perimeter, and it's going to slope down to the drain at 1/4 inch per foot, at least 1/4 inch per foot. So I'm going to set my drain at probably, because that's about from the furthest point, it's just over 2 feet. So from that height from there to here, let's just call that 3 feet, right? So that's got to be 3/4 of an inch higher than over here. So I'm going to put down my tar paper, in this case plastic, and that's a slip sheet. So what that means is that this is an unbonded mud floor. So what that means is that the shower floor, the mud will move independently of the base underneath. If you're doing over concrete, then you would do a bonded mud bed. I have another video for that. I'll link to that in the description. So anyway, let's get started with this mud floor. So this is not glued in. I'm just going to take it out for now. Okay, so as always, leave your comments in the comment section. I do try to answer as many as possible, although I can't get to them all. I do really try to answer most comments and questions. Check the links in the description, the links to tools and other useful information. And don't forget to like this video. That really helps me out. And one last thing, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to cut the wire lath. I'm going to measure it, and make sure you wear gloves when you cut wire lath, because it'll cut you. It'll already like got a little nick here. Gonna use these to cut it. Okay, as always, leave your comments in the comment section. I do try to answer or acknowledge as many as I can. Check the description for many useful links to products and other useful information. Don't forget to like and ring the notification bell. And most importantly of all, please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. there's got to be like an inch of mud here, so you don't have to cut that off. You can just fold it over and over here. I'm just going to overlap this. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to overlap. Staple it down. Okay, so I want this to be about 1.25 inches above, so set this to about the height I want it, which is about 1.25 inches. So these are actually like 1.25 inches. So I'm going to put them around here. So I want my mud to be 1.25 inches there, so that's about 1.5 inches there. So I'm going to measure this. It's 3.5. So I'm going to cut this pipe at 3.5. Okay, so I got my pipe. Let's test fit it. Well, that way. Well, that way. 1.25 inches. Let's glue it in. Okay, clean up. Glue. This is the cleaner. This is the glue. So these methods that I'm showing you here to install the mud to get a level perimeter and then pitch down to the drain will work regardless of the type of center drain you have. In this case, we have a Quikrete bonding flange, but it will also work for a regular 3-piece drain or a 2-stage drain. The only difference is you're just going to have to allow for the height of the tile at the drain. The Quikrete flange has a different system for that. The methods I show you in this video to install the mud for your shower floor will work regardless of the drain. that's glued in. Time for the mud. Okay, so I taped over the hole so we don't get any mud in there. Okay, so from that corner to here is 2 feet, and the same all around. So this here has to be a 1/2 inch higher than over here. So if this is 1 1/4 inches, that's going to be at least 1 3/4 inches. I'll probably just do it at 2 inches to give it a little bit more of a slope. So this little aluminum edge is 2 inches wide. So if I compare that to that, that's about 1/2 inch higher than this here. So that's going to be my slope. So I'm going to put a line all the way around with this here. That's just going to be an indicator. It's not going to be a level line. It's just going to be an indicator of how deep my mud has to be. Okay, so I'm using Mapei 4-to-1 mud mix, and I'm using my auger to mix it, and a 1/2 inch drill. If you don't have one of those, you can mix it in a mixing box with a hole, or you can mix it with a top. I'll explain about that later. But so you want this to be very dry. You don't want it to be wet. See how it's dry? But you want it to be able to hold the shape of a ball, but you don't want it to be really wet. So if you put this here, I use 2 quarts of water, 1 bag of mix, and mix it with my auger, and that gives me exactly the ratio that I want. I put just a little bit of water in first. Pour the rest of the water in and go. Okay, so I mix my mud. So I'm going to just push it into place. That's my line. Just gonna pack it down in this corner. Middle here. Put this tile exactly where I want it to be. So this tile here and this tile here are perfectly level. Now I'm going to do this one over here. Okay, fill in between. So I got two sides. Okay, so that's one way of doing it if you're not confident with getting it perfectly level. You put the piece of tile in so that your level can span across, and then you tap them into it be exactly level from one to the other. You fill in between and screed down to it. Now on this other two sides I'm going to show you how I usually do it. Okay, so I've got these two sides done. I'm just going to take out these pieces of tile and fill it in. Check, make sure my pitch is good. So that's, I actually got a really good pitch there, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's more than a ½ inch, so that's more than a ¼ inch per foot. So that's good. Now I'm going to do the other two sides. I'm going to pack it down. This is my high grab here. Pack this down. So my line is about there. So now I'm just going to tap this down. See, now it's touching over here, and now this, all the mud under here is perfectly level. So I'm going to screed it off, fill in this corner here a bit, and tap that down. There's more mud. Scrape that off. Now this is level. Level. Put this back. Check that. Good. Now I'm going to do my last. I'm going to do my last part of the perimeter. See my line here? I'm going to come above that. Okay, so now I have a level perimeter. And I'm gonna put the mud under the drain, make sure that's level, and then fill in the rest. Okay, so the mud that I got put on here has to be more damp. I'm just gonna add some water to it a little bit. I'm going to put under here. Okay, so dump this in. Spread it out. pat it down. Good. Now, I know that's level, and I know I need to screen down to here, so I'm going to rest my level on here and screen down. Just walk it down. See if running on that. Sure, it's nice and packed. Soft spots. And that is pitched about a half an inch. Okay, so the same on this side here. Pack this in. Use this as a screed. Okay, so that's done. Push this to the drain. All the way around. Okay, so this is a finished product of the entire bathroom once I had tiled it. Hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. Thanks for watching.